On March 13, 2026, the Federal Trade Commission sent warning letters to 97 dealer groups highlighting advertising practices that allegedly constitute deceptive trade practices. How vehicles are advertised and therefore sold is about to change forever. The FTC identified 6 practices as deceptive and therefore actionable. 1. Advertising a price that does not reflect all required fees. In a nutshell, this means the advertised price, the most prominent price in any advertisement, must include all charges a consumer must pay to purchase or lease a vehicle. Government taxes and fees are the only allowable exclusions. This means the advertised price must include dealer fee, dock fee, destination charges, and recon CPO charges. 2. Advertising a price that reflects rebates or discounts not available to all consumers. The only rebates that may be deducted from an advertised price are those available to all consumers. Rebates with qualifications, veteran, OEM employee, retiree, loyalty, and so on, may be listed separately with the qualifications clearly and conspicuously stated. 3. Advertising a price that fails to take into account the amount of an additional required down payment. The advertised price must be the price any consumer can pay and take delivery. Period. Footnoting assumes $10,000 cash down payment or trade equity is prohibited. 4. Conditioning the advertised price on consumers using dealer financing. While dealers remain free to negotiate prices for any legitimate reason, including finance source, the higher price without that consideration is the price that must be advertised. Prices for a vehicle can go below the advertised price, but they may not be higher. 5. Requiring consumers to buy additional items not reflected in the advertised price. In practice, this prohibition seems aimed at the practice of preloading products in the transaction, but not including the cost of those products in the advertised price. This is not to say dealers cannot include products in the transaction, such as alarm systems, but if it's in the deal, it must be in the advertised price. Saying the preloaded product is optional does not change the requirement. If a customer must opt out, that means the product is already in the deal and therefore must be in the advertised price. If the product is opt-in, more common with addendum stickers, the addendum package cost could be excluded from the advertised price, but only if the addendum is clearly optional. If the cost of product, whether preloaded or in an addendum, is included in the amount financed basis for the first pencil, then it should be included in the advertised price. And whenever product is included in the price quoting process, the disclosure that it is optional must be clearly and conspicuously displayed on the payment quote and customer consent indicated. 6. Advertising unavailable or non-existent vehicles. The FTC wants to prevent dealers from advertising non-existent or previously sold vehicles as a means of driving traffic or engaging in bait-and-switch practices. But there is a fine line between such deceptive practices and the realities of inventory management. The FTC conceded there will be a time lag between when a vehicle is sold and when it comes off the dealership website. Clearly, this update should happen as quickly as possible, but an overnight refresh of the website is probably reasonable. On the other hand, a recent case involved a dealer being penalized for not deleting a high-demand car from its website for over 2 weeks. Quicker is better, and always without intent to mislead. Another issue the FTC addressed was vehicles in transit. The safest practice is to only advertise vehicles on the lot, but a dealer may advertise such vehicles if they are clearly marked as in transit with an estimated delivery date, 1 or 2 days out. That may be unreasonably short, but we'll see how it all shakes out. Such statements must be demonstrably true when made, as OEMs can sometimes reallocate inventory in transit. If a vehicle is no longer on its way to the dealership, that vehicle should be deleted from the dealership's advertising platforms as soon as possible. The FTC said that just because it's currently focusing on price transparency, it is not ignoring other established advertising laws. Specifically, the advertising regulations in the Reg Z for finance transactions and Reg M for lease transactions are still in effect and subject to enforcement. Finally, there is the issue of federal preemption. Preemption is the legal doctrine that where state and federal law conflict on the same subject matter, federal law trumps or preempts state law to the extent of the conflict. The FTC made it clear that preemption is in play here, and that the FTC's interpretation of deceptive ads is the law of the land. All of it. The FTC said that it will publish a frequently asked questions document in the near term to address questions it has not yet publicly answered. In addition, NADA has indicated it is revising and expanding its 2015 Dealer Guide to Federal Advertising Requirements, with publication expected sometime this summer. In short, further clarification is on the way. For Drop the Bow Tie, I'm Jim Ganther. Thanks for watching.